Good evening. It's been a long time, that I have been this intoxicated whilst doing one of these videos. And I apologise for that. But there we go.
No, you don't. You're allowed to be intoxicated.
I'm allowed to be intoxicated, but I remember back when I was at university, and I remember one night I had realised that I hadn't written an essay about Casablanca and Citizen Kane. And therefore, to facilitate the writing of this essay over the course of an evening, I decided to drink a bottle of wine. The essay wasn't very good, but nonetheless, I do feel that sometimes the lubrication of the brain helps for the creation of ideas. And here's what I'm thinking. It's very easy at this stage of Doctor Who to sort of go, well, Tom's tired, and oh my gosh, he's coming to the end of his tenure, and he knows that. But that has bearing on the overall story of Doctor Who. I mean, the fiction of Doctor Who has to incorporate the fact that the lead actor of the story is tired and coming to the end of his tenure. So we have to ask the question, why is this doctor, this particular doctor, suddenly so comparatively emaciated? Why is it that all of a sudden the Fourth Doctor, who has been the most bombastic, over-the-top, ridiculous Doctor, seems so quiet all the time? And what's interesting is, when we cast our minds forward, we know that Peter Davison's Doctor could fit into this story perfectly well. Like, really perfectly well. There would be nothing to stop this being a Fifth Doctor story. It would make a very good Fifth Doctor story, actually. So what is it about the Fourth Doctor that suddenly made him this quiet background character, like a Troughton Doctor, really? And I wonder whether E-Space is the thing. There's got to be a reason. There has to be a reason. Is it E-Space? Because I know that E-Space, the E-Space trilogy, kind of just gets glossed over to a certain extent, or at least it has in my mind. But is this a more significant event? Like, he seems really freaked out by it. Romana's obviously quite chuffed because she doesn't have to go back to Gallifrey.
No, I think she's planning to bolt.
Oh, do you think Romana's going to stick around?
No. Don't know what she's going to do, but I don't think her and the Doctor will leave here together.
That's fair. That's a good shout. But is this impact upon the Doctor in a more profound way than perhaps they've given it credit for before? I have to say, if that is the case, the weight of that, the severity of that, doesn't quite come across in the stories. Is it possible that the TARDIS, the Doctor combined, just aren't equipped for E-Space? If we think about our E-Space stories, we've had the first one, full circle, where evolution just seems to go a bit bonkers. Then we've had State of Decay, which has a ancient Time Lord enemy. And then we've got this story, which, let's be perfectly honest, doesn't seem to take place in E-Space. There seems to be some sort of mid-ground. There seems to be some sort of null space. The last time we've had a story like this, really, is the Mind Robber back in the Second Doctor's tenure, where we end up in our sort of white place. So I'm just interested. This seems to be affecting, like I say, let's wrap Tom Baker into the narrative of Doctor Who now, which sounds a daft thing to say, but there we go. I suspect if we're going to come up with any reason why the Doctor suddenly seems reduced. Reduced is unfair, actually, because it implies that the next Doctor is a reductive figure, and he's not. But he's certainly different. He's different to what we've expected. I'm intrigued by that. I'm interested by that. I need to ponder that some more. Good job I have the Black Archive Warrior's Gate book to read about this story. Who knows what light that will shine on the situation. Anyway, the reason I feel justified in taking this slightly tangential moment is because we've watched the third episode of Warrior's Gate and we have one more to go, and I'm intrigued to know what happens with that, because of course after that there's only 2 more Tom Baker stories.
Can I just say, you haven't mentioned how much you dislike Adric yet?
I'm not going to mention Adric. Why would I talk about Adric? Instead, let's be buoyant about Romana.
Well, I'd say Adric is only there to help expedite the plot with regards to Romana having someone to talk to. He's not doing anything independent or additive apart from that.
Does that not reflect on the fact that practically Romana is the Doctor in this story?
Maybe.
Romana's amazing. This Romana could have been the Doctor. That sounds Fate and Praise as well. This Romana could have had her own series. There we go. It could have been the Romana show. Romana Who? That Romana. She's absolutely brilliant. This story's great. This story's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to talk about the conclusion of it next time. Cheerio, bye.